It's great to play Sophia. I think she's sort of the best version of what I would hope to be, which is responsible and very goal-oriented and not a procrastinator like I am. So I think Sophia is sort of the goal.
Girl, there is no way that you have accomplished as much as you have accomplished without being goal-oriented.
Well, I'll tell you how it works. What's that?
I call BS.
You call BS. You got bullshit. No, it's here's how it works. It's Aimee at midnight gets all the work done, gets no sleep, and then shows up on like 4 rounds of coffee, and then somehow pulls it out. So I think I've just been very lucky in my procrastination.
Yeah, wait till you inch up on 30. That's going to go away. I hear that you and I have something in common, that you have a degree in international relations, and you thought you were going to be an attorney. I, too, thought I'd be an attorney. Here we are. I'm sure our Cuban and Dominican parents are thrilled about these decisions.
I know. What are we doing with that? Papering the bathroom.
Yes, exactly. When did you make that turn? Why did you decide that acting was the thing you had to do?
Well, you know, it's funny. This is going to sound like so self-important, but I was in the Model UN at FIU, and my alma mater, and it was sort of like definitely a wake-up call. I realized that I would be getting coffee more than I would be doing anything really, especially when you're in your 20s. So, I don't know. I thought I'd save the world through my acting. And it's been working out really good. But no, I'm so glad that my parents sort of pushed me in another direction because I think it just makes me a well-rounded entertainer, and hopefully all of that international relations knowledge will come to good use soon.
And entertain us you have. Miami Girls Say, I would argue, is the single best video on YouTube. Perhaps the single best video ever. It really primed me for moving to Miami and understanding what people were saying to me all the time. Are you surprised by the shelf life that video has had?
Incredibly surprised, because I've been in LA for about 6.5 years, so it's not a long career, but I definitely have felt those 6.5 years. So when people, in Miami are just like, oh, I love doing that video. Can you do the thing that you do? And I'm like, what about the rest of the stuff? But it's been wonderful, and I've been doing that voice forever. I mean, I grew up in Miami. I do talk like that when I am in traffic or when I'm home. And I remember my first theater camp audition, this girl came up to me, and she was from Coconut Grove, this Jewish girl who I'm still friends with. She's like, your accent is so weird. And from then on, I realized if I wanted a career in anything entertainment, I'd have to learn to sort of mask it a little bit. But I'm so glad that it's come to good use.
Yeah, it's really freaking me out to hear you not talk with the accent I'm accustomed to hear you talk with. And now, as people in Miami will say, you have a super important role, first Latina princess.
Yes, like super great. I'm super honored to be here and to do it. Yeah, it's so weird because I grew up, I never thought, it was never even a dream of mine because it was just so far out of the realm of possibility, I thought. So it's not something that I, ever expected. And when I auditioned for it, they were very secretive about what the project was. And so I found out with everybody else that it was, in fact, this really historic, wonderful opportunity. So, but of course you can't think about that because when you're in the booth, you'll just crack under the pressure. It's just so,
Growing up, was there a Disney princess that you most identified with?
I think Cinderella, probably because she wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty. And also I liked Blue.
Yeah, and also if I could just like task rabbits and mice with doing my work for me, I think
Sure.
I'd be into that. That would be good.
Yeah, me too. I would love to have some animal indentured servants. But yeah, I mean, I always also I was like so desperate for my own images represented. So it's just an honor to, in a very small way, be that for the generations of boys and girls to come.
You're only 26. You've done pretty much everything on every platform. What do you want to do next?
I would love to do some more theater. I was at her a few years ago. I did an off-Broadway show, and I would love to come back to New York and do some more of that. And I would love to do 1,000 seasons of Young and Hungry and 1,000 seasons of Elena of Avalor. But I think as an actor, I think the goal, at least my dream and goal, is just to do a little bit of everything. I never thought I'd be around to do a sitcom, or sitcoms would be around for me to do them. I thought for so long it seemed like they were dying off, and I'm so glad that there's been a resurgence in the last few years. So it's just kind of an adventure, and I think if you just go with the flow and are open, good things come to you.